100 grand a week. You're wearing the United shirt. You're going in front of a full stadium. What motivation do you need? You know what? As long as the players can come off and say, "Look, I gave 100%, right? I gave 100%. I made a few errors, but I flipping tried my hardest." I'd accept that. But these players are coming off the park. It's not even 75%, and it's strewn with errors. They come off as though they don't care. And the reason why they don't care is we've got a big house, several cars, trophy wife, the kids go to private school. In other words, they're not playing for the shirt anymore. There's no desire and passion. And they're saying it's got to come from the manager. For Christ's sake, I play for United for free. Nobody would need to motivate me to play for this team.
But do you not think as well, though, that there is an aspect of I don't really understand what the manager wants me to do?
No, I don't. Because if you're a left back, you're a left back. Yeah. If you're a right back, you're a right back. If you're central defenders, you know what you do in midfield, and you know what your centre forwards do, and you know what your wingers do. He's not asking a winger to play centre back. I don't get it.
Yeah, but he is asking players to play out of position.
So Ferguson used to do that all the time.
All you do is go into your little kid.
He did.
What did your little kid do as a football player? He adapted.
Exactly.
The kid adapted.
Honestly.
If there's no working what he's told to do, then he adapts.
We brought Matter to change our season and then play him on the left wing. He's a creative midfielder who can create and not being allowed to.
The problem is, Rooney, as the number 10 is wrong, so wrong on so many levels.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. We've got two number 10s there.
We have
two natural number 10s.
Maybe three. Maybe three.
And they're not getting a chance to play.
Right.
Play what they're natural.
Can I just go through stats here, because people are doing a lot of stats on Moyes, and a lot of them are a lot of the stats on Moyes. Now it is interesting. We're only going back 5 years. The sort of head-to-head of Moyes versus Ferguson. So here we go. Moyes. He can't motivate his players. He's got no tactical sense. Okay, so what explains the fact that when we played Everton in the FA Cup final, it was 0-0 and we lost on penalties? It's a semi-final. Explain that one. Moyes, Ferguson, fantastic manager. Why did we not win that match? Another one, which I was at, unfortunately. Luckily, I missed the semi-final at Everton because I was in. Where was I? Egypt. Thank God for that. We went to Everton. Berbatov scored. I was in the Everton end. We lost the game 3-1. Right. That season, Chelsea won the league by 1 point. If Ferguson had beat Moyes, we would have won the league. Here's another one for you.
That's a small club being able to get up for a big game.
But no, here's another one. Here's another figure for you. Everton versus United again. We were 3-1 up, and in injury time, we lost it. So explain that one. Here's another one. One of the worst ones. The 4-4. We were 3-1 up and 4-2 up. City won the league. Did they win it on goal difference? Goal difference. Oh my God. You know, we would try so. And who scored in that game? Fellaini. Here's another one for you. Again, Everton away. They're at 1-0. Fellaini scored. So, in other words, what I'm trying to say is nobody was going on. What explains this? What explains it was Ferguson tactically inept? Were the players not motivated enough? Were they played out of position? Who was the manager? Ferguson.
Turn that on its head.
Right.
How many times in the Ferguson era did we win matches in injury time?
Loads. But we've lost two against. We've lost two against Everton in the same. No. The reason why I'm doing this is because everybody's going on Moyes. Moyes different. I'm just on about those two.
Over the years, Ferguson did it more often than.
Right. Is some more stats. Okay. Now this is more than telling. This is why we should give Moyes a chance. Right. It is fact. We'll go back to the 60s. When Busby was in charge. Right. 3 seasons after the Munich air disaster, when you think you could have rebuilt the team, we finished 7th. 4 seasons after Munich, we finished 15th. 5 seasons after Munich, we finished 19th. Right, in that season, there was only 22 in the league, so we were only 1 place away from relegation, right? Guess who won the league? Everton by 61 points. How many points do we have? 27 points. So let's go on, Ed. Then 16-64, second, first, fourth, first, second, right, were the European Cup winners. Let's come to the 68-69 season. At this moment, we are the European champions. With 68-69 season, so we've still got Bess, Law, Charlton, we've still kids, we've still got the that team. We came 11th. Leeds won by 67 points, and this is in the days when it was 2 points for a win. We had 25 points. So imagine what they said to that team. How can this happen? Last season we were the European champions. Now we're finishing 11th in the league. John Smith's.
All right.
Buddy, you sure?
Yeah.
Right.
Benji, black coat.
No, it's all right. So, see what I mean? We were European champions the following seasons. What was people say? What's Busby done to this team? We were European champions. Now we're finishing 11th, and the Leeds won by that. So then we go on to the 70s. Okay, it gets worse. The 70s. Right. John Smith, yeah. Right. Now you're in my. Right, 70s. Right, here we go. Franco Farrell. Okay, basically, Wilf McGuinness took over and then for a season and a half, and then Busby came back on board and said, no good. He took over. So eventually, Busby ends up with us winning.
The Ferguson thing?
No, this is something else.
No, but this is starting right.
Yeah, this is. So no, not yet. So we finished 8th with Busby's last year, 71-72. Farrell comes along. He only lasted a season and a half, and Farrell. In the second season, we finished 18th, and the Doc took over. Liverpool won 60 points, we had 23. So then the Doc era starts. It's 1, 2, 3, 5 seasons near enough, right? Doherty's second season, 21st in the league. We were 41 points. Leeds won 62. Of course. That season we got relegated. So that's why we're first. 74-75 we're first, because we won the old Division 2, right? And then
time the only team to ever go down and come straight back up in the one season.
I don't know. I'm sure it's happened a few times.
It was.
So then we get Sexton, 10th, 9th, 2nd, and 8th. He was with us 4 seasons. What do we win with Sexton? Not a sausage. So then we come on to Big Ron. Big Ron was fantastic. He comes on the 80s. Look at this: 3rd, 4th, 4th. Right? What's fantastic? For Big Ron, he wins 2 FA Cups, and then he got punted, and here comes Fergie. Fergie, first season, he finishes 11th. Second season, we win it 2nd. The third season, we finished 11th. Arsenal won the league in 76 points, and we had 24 points. Sorry, we were on 38 points. We were 24 points off the top.
So can we stop? What is your point here?
The point is right. Is that the point of the stats is showing you can. In other words, you can fanny around with stats as much as you like, and they mean something or they mean nothing. But the end of the day is, I think Moyes cannot be judged on stats until he's had a season of Moyes and Moyes' team, and not Moyes and Fergie's team. So in other words, all the Moyes is out and Moyes is this and he's ripped the heart out the club and this and that. Like, give us a break, man. He's still trying. We're
still in the European Cup.
Yeah.
Albeit by ethical thread at the minute. If we go through tonight, what stops us winning this competition?
Well, that's what I was talking to Chris about that on the way down in the bus.
Chelsea did it.
There was a lot of
Scousers,
especially Scousers, are putting on the same thing, mate, as the reference to their season in 2005 to our season this season.
The difference, though, between Chelsea and us is that Chelsea tried to play poor football, but they played to a game plan, and their game plan was very obvious. Their tactics were very obvious. Right now, I have no idea what our tactics are.
Right, hold on. I want to ask you a question. Do you want Moyes to stay?
I've got to be completely honest. I'm having some very, very serious doubts about Moyes.
Right, I tell you my only concern. Can I just tell you this? My only concern with Moyes is that his ego is not big enough for this club.
Well, I think it's more the fact that he's trying to be Fergie, and he's not Fergie.
He's not Fergie.
He's not being himself.
No one will ever.
They won't.
He needs to be himself.
replicate
And to me, all these stats that you've quoted off, I've got to be honest, most of it is completely pointless.
Yeah.
The bit that I think is the most relevant is it's got to be said is Wolf McGuinness, because that's the last time that somebody took over an absolute living legend.
Yes.
And what happens?
Yes, exactly.
We all know what happens.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
My worry is not with stats. The stats do not worry me.
Yeah, but
the whole Everton against United and his.
Yeah, I know, but people use stats to try and justify why Moyes should go.
Yeah, okay, I'm fine.
That's the
I'm
point.
not one of those people.
So I'm trying to use it in the other in the spin side.
Moyes should not be judged now. He should be judged at the end of next season when he has had.
So you're willing to give him time?
I'm willing to give him that
Fantastic.
time.
What about the money side of things?
But
Well, that
I think
The money's there, spend it.
he needs to bring in
Rather than giving
a
it to
better
Glazer,
number to
spend
do
it.
Do we
it
trust
already.
Moyes to spend 200 million? And then
Yes.
what if it
I agree.
tips up? What if for next season Man of the Manager comes in and we don't have 200 million?
Well,
I'm just being devil's advocate here right now.
Okay.
Then all we're being then is another Mancini, another Pellegrini.
If that was the case, we would have signed Moyes about 5 months ago.
And that's why we're not doing it. Because we aren't a Pellegrini, we aren't a Man City or Manchester United. We stick by our managers.
The problem
Right.
the real problem I have, the serious problem I have, is that right now I don't know what he's trying to do with the team. It's not obvious to me. I
And
don't
that's the
understand
problem.
the tactics. I don't understand.
Like I said to you earlier, he said on Sky TV, he's got a plan. Well, tell us the plan. Let us know. You don't need to
I know. I had this discussion up the road. He knows what the plan is. I just wish he'd tell us what it is.
Well, that's it. we don't need to know specifics. We don't need to know who's going out.
No,
who's coming in,
no.
Or who they're trying to buy. Well, we did last year with Fabregas.
Well, we did, yeah, and
And
that's
look
what-
what happened
that's
there.
what it was,
Hey.
But we need to know what the plan is.
Can I ask a question? Are you willing to give him more time?
Yes.
Are you willing to give him more time?
Yes.
Right, are you willing to give him more time? And you're going to win more time, but you're a bit concerned.
yeah.
And Andy is.
Well,
Well, so in other words, are we all against the Moyes out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because do you know what I've heard tonight is it could be just keyboard warriors are going to the Stretford end and pull down that banner which says the chosen one. Have you not heard this?
blame Fergie.
I
They
did.
want
Fergie must take,
I heard they want to pull down.
Hey,
Fergie must take a blame. He put him here. He got rid of all the backroom staff.
exactly. And it's
It's
still.
the backroom staff is the problem. Them boys,
The biggest problem was
they didn't even
Alex
prepare.
Ferguson left. All his backroom staff went, and also David Gill went at the same time.
Exactly.
We were
But
talking.
those two should not have been allowed to go at the same time.
But I'll tell you what I'm incredibly proud of was on Sunday was the fact that, and we were talking about this before, was that we were 3-0 down to our biggest.
It was singing 20
No
times.
Oh, it's
and to
unbelievable.
me, right, you show me any other club in the
Yeah,
world who's
it was
3-0 down
fantastic.
at home to your biggest rivals.
It was
And yet
fantastic.
they weren't turning on the players.
They were
managers.
even singing in the family section.
The stadium was still empty.
I was.
But they were still singing.
I still sing. Nah, I was.
They would have still been 3-0 against 6. It wouldn't have been the same.
It was good. It was a good. It was.
I don't believe in winning my team.
No, I mean,
I don't believe in doing that. But the players have to know
That's a tough one.
Right.
what they're doing.
But okay, can I just ask you a question? Are the players putting in a good shift?
well,
Are they?
let's circle back where the very first thing we asked was who was to blame.
Yes.
Right, and ultimately, who is to blame? The players.
Absolutely. That's absolutely the players. Like I've said, if they can't be motivated when they put on this shirt and get out in front of that crowd,
Probably 2 or 3 players that
Don't get
go
it.
there and go,
Can I say something here? The one I thought about when I watched them against Olympiacos in the first game, which was the reverse fixture of tonight, was the guys that went over there and paid the money to go over there to watch that.
Yeah, you need your money back.
The players, apart from maybe a couple who maybe tried, need to put their week's wages into a pot
and pay Chris back.
Pay Chris.
That would be lovely, yeah.
Chris deserves all that kind of whatever it is.
Hey, near lawyer.
2.5 million or whatever it is.
What it should have been.
Should have been.
It's a disgrace.
We just hope.